Pisces season is here to plant us by a mesmerizing reflection pool, to elevate our compassion, and to make us feel abysmally sad about the state of the world. What's up, everyone? We're back with another round of astrology shots to get us through Pisces season 2024. So what's on the menu for us? Saturn. Lots and lots of Saturn, which is going to add a heaviness and a sort of not fun kind of dampness to this otherwise more textured water sign. And by textured, I mean Pisces is a sign that experiences the highs and the lows. And it's that tension between agony and ecstasy, which creates a depth, a soulfulness to this water sign, this mutable water sign. So we've got mutable water, we've got the highs and the lows. But with Saturn here, it's going to make it difficult to get high. And I mentioned this, I believe, in my Saturn and Pisces video, which I made last year before the ingress, where I hypothesized that maybe there'd be some kind of catalyst for some sort of collective grief. And unless you've been living under a rock somewhere, I think you can all know and connect in some capacity with what I'm talking about. There's a lot of conflict going on the planet right now, a lot of devastation, a lot of sadness, tremendous loss of life. So it's I feel like with Saturn being a planet that brings us to look at things, Pisces is a sign that typically wants to feel the feels in a really deep way, but then it's got to find a way up. It's got to find a way out. And like I said, it's like that tension, that back and forth of Pisces just kind of seeking to make meaning of the sadness, to make meaning of the disappointments, to make meaning of catastrophic unfairness. But with Saturn here, it's a lot more difficult. So one of the themes that I've been noticing a lot with Saturn and Pisces in the collective is hopelessness. Hopelessness. And yeah, I mean, whether you're connecting with world events or whether you're connecting with just like the end of late stage capitalism and the woes of just trying to live a regular, normal life. Yeah, it's like the Saturn in Pisces is just like, it makes it harder for folks to find the positive right now. So if you're feeling that way, you might want to check your chart and see what Saturn is doing. Also, speaking of which, Saturn in Pisces this is a 3-year transit. Saturn entered Pisces last March, so during Pisces season, about halfway through. And yeah, so this is like the first full Pisces season. And we're going to have like our lunations working with Saturn. So actually, like, we're going to have Saturn going beyond Pisces season, like into eclipse season. Eclipse season is actually on the other side of this, and both eclipses are ruled by planets conjunct Saturn. So we're going to be working with this Saturn and Pisces theme for a long time. So this would be a good time to check in with your chart or check in with an astrologer who can help you delineate what Saturn and Pisces is inviting in your own natal chart, because it is going to be spotlit, if it hasn't already, during this Pisces season and probably during eclipse season, which is basically Aries season. So yeah, some things that we're going to be working with this month. First of all planets are direct. That's the good news. The good news is that all planets are direct. And when all planets are direct, it feels like things are picking up the pace. Things are moving quicker. Things are moving faster. Things are happening. And so I don't know, to be honest, don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with all this Saturn on the menu. So the idea here, the goal here is having some sort of goal of transcendence. And now before you click away, like, Catherine, like, don't give us this spiritual bypassing stuff. I don't mean transcendence in terms of just ignoring. Okay. I don't mean transcendence in that way, although transcendence in a spiritual capacity can be really beautiful. And sometimes it does mean that you do kind of have to step away sometimes from the constant ups and downs of the world, the physical world. There will always be problems in this world. There will always be wars going on. There will always be conflict. And so a lot of the great sadhus of the past have had to just like go live on a mountain somewhere in order to reach enlightenment. Now, if that's your path in life, kudos to you. You're probably not watching. But for a lot of us, it's about, as they say, like taking our practice off the mat and into the world. And one way I've been connecting with this idea of transcendence. So I recently pulled a card from the Modern Nirvana Oracle. Shout out to my sister for this lovely gift. And I pulled the Transcendence card. And what this card basically says in the beautifully written description is there's like a material shift that is going to help kind of set you free. Like there's something in your awareness that is shifting in order to liberate you from something that once felt so big. By gathering this Jupiterian elevated perspective, it can actually make it seem a little bit either smaller or just like different, just getting a different perspective on something. So I think that that is maybe my best advice for moving into this Pisces season that has a lot of heaviness, is just what can we do to try to get above it? Because we have to soldier on. We can't just be bogged down by the feelings and life is hard. We have to find a way. So this is the month to tap into your practices, tap into your toolbox, and do the Saturn thing. Like I've been journaling every day for the last 30 days and it's making a huge difference. So that's what I would recommend for you, is like find your practice, do your Saturn discipline, and commit to it for perhaps the duration of this Pisces month. Like just do whatever it is that helps you. And it won't feel like it's helping all that much at first, but after a while you'll notice the shift. You'll notice the transcendence. So that's a little bit about Pisces season. We do have a Mercury retrograde that begins. We'll be talking about that. We have a really cool Mercury Saturn cazimi going on in Pisces. We've got a Venus-Mars conjunction we'll be talking about. We've got our lunations. And yeah, those are kind of the main highlights. So until next time, that was your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also study astrology with me. The Foundations of Astrology course is an 11-week mentorship. It begins on January 25th. You can visit my website for more details, where you can also book your year ahead astrology reading with me, where we'll get into your personal natal chart, transits, progressions, profections, and the solar return. I look forward to connecting with you. Till next time. Bye.